everybody. This is Mia with Project Nerd. I'm sitting here with John and JC. We will be discussing the This Is Love documentary. I actually read up a little bit on it, and we were discussing it before we sat down together. This project has been, well, I thought it was 14 and 15, but based off that conversation, it was more like 18.
Yeah. Not with us. We're not working on this as like preteens, but
Yes. Well, that would have been pretty hilarious,
Yeah.
actually, if that would have been the case. Like, yeah, we're in this. This is what we want to do. How has doing a documentary and an experience like this, which has taken so long, what was it like coming into this project?
It was great to come in so late because the producer who had started this film, Sean Rhodes, he had like a wealth of footage on this material already. So he'd been filming, and we had a fresh perspective on it. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. You go a little crazy if you're filming a documentary for close to 20 years, and I'm not going to claim that Sean is going crazy, but he has the footage. He had all the footage and had all the material, and he knew all the stories, and he knew what he wanted, and he basically needed help to execute it. So between Sean's material and our sort of fresh perspective on it, we were able to bring it all together and bring in some top-notch name talent at the last minute, which really helped.
Nice. What was the most exciting aspect of working on a project like this?
For me, it was just really exciting to realize that this material is worth making a film about. I mean, of course, I knew that on the onset. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it. But you never really know. So to have sort of these greats of the music industry validate this repeatedly along the way was both really reassuring as a filmmaker, but also kind of really energizing for the whole team, to realize that we're doing something here that really matters, and that people who are really influential in the music industry want to come out. So that was really exciting. That was kind of a fun part of the process. For example, like Mick Fleetwood, who is in our film, watched the final cut of it about a month ago, I guess at this point. And he flipped out. He was basically like, I have got to be an executive producer of this film.
Oh
so now his name is front and center on it.
Oh my gosh.
Which is fine for us. We'll share the love with people.
Yeah.
Same thing, with George Clinton. We met George Clinton, who's now, almost family at this point. But he I didn't know much about this material. I met George Clinton, and I sort of was testing the waters after a show in L.A. Of George's. We're George Clinton fans, and I just sort of yelled at his tour bus as it was pulling away, Rudy Love, we're making something about Rudy Love. And the bus stopped, and all the security kind of melted away. George's window comes all the way down. He reaches his arms out. I go right up to the bus. He's like grabbing both of my hands, being like, how do you know Rudy Love? What are you doing? I have to be a part of this.
Oh, that's exciting.
So I was
my
like, okay,
gosh.
this is real.
Yes.
This is not something we're blowing smoke. This is really real. So it was a bunch of moments like that. Sinbad, the comedian.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, yeah.
I watched the trailer and stuff. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. We call up Sinbad, say, Sinbad, we're doing something on Rudy Love. It's like, she's like, of course. When and where? What do I need to do? And Sinbad's a good friend at this point. Definitely a good friend of Rudy's. So it's just cool to know that the material that I feel so fortunate that we stumbled into through Sean and through Kansas, really. That it's worth it, that this is important, and this means a lot to people, and it's going to mean a lot to a lot more people the more that this film comes out.
Oh, yay. So with all of the love that seems to be piling up around this film, what is it that made you guys fall in love with it?
Oh, that's so easy to answer. It was just his voice. When the minute, that second I heard Rudy sing, I mean, it was actually, I was like, who is this guy? Like, this is a voice I've heard. This is so weird. It's like, I literally felt like James Brown had come back from the dead or something like that. It was the bizarre
surreal,
Yeah.
eerie almost feeling of like, who is this guy? Why is he singing at our rap party that we filmed a movie on location in Kansas? Our associate producer hired Rudy Love. I had never heard of Rudy Love. Who's Rudy Love? And but I was just like, oh my God, this voice. And I was just struck by the talent. I mean, I've been in show business most of my whole life, really, and I've just never been struck by talent like that. It's just pure, unadulterated, pure love and talent, like uncut funk.
Yeah.
The
And
bomb.
Literally, like, in the middle of nowhere. When it's like, we were not in Wichita. I mean, I realize, like, most people think Wichita is the middle of nowhere.
Oh, you mean
We were,
extra.
like, actually, like, nothing around for 50 miles kind of thing. And then here's this, like, guy singing and playing guitar. And I was like, wait, like, there has to be, like, some story behind this. Because, like, this isn't something that you ever see. And like, what's going on here? And, it was really like, then we started digging into it, and, Sean sort of started slowly, like, peeling back the layers of, revealing to us. And it was like, oh, wow, like, this has happened, this has happened because Rudy is a truly special person and has qualities that most humans, like, just don't have the strength to possess in terms of love.
That really registered over here. That was great. When it comes, so clearly you're both very passionate about this, and I feel like when it comes to how people carry out what it is that they want to do, some people pick careers that they're like, this makes sense to me, or this is simple, or I'm good at this, so I guess I'll do this. How has making movies, producing, directing been different than anything else you could have done with your lives?
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's like the true artist in the clouds speaking, but I mean, I'd never even really thought about it. It was never really like a conscious choice. Yeah, I mean, I've always made films, and it's always something I've done, and it's just always something I'm gonna do. So it really, if I had thought about it some more, maybe I would have been smarter and become an accountant or something. But I didn't have that level of foresight. So I've just been making movies, and it's great. There's so many people that want to be involved in film who maybe don't take that plunge. Maybe they do have day jobs. We're filmmakers. People say, well, what do you really do? What restaurant do you work at? It's like, no, this is what we do, and we're so lucky that we're able to do it. It's a combination of luck, obviously hard work, but hard work doesn't guarantee that you're going to be able to do what you love, unfortunately. So yeah, I feel very lucky that I'm able to both do what I love and to survive doing it.
Is it the same for you?
Well, I mean, John comes from LA. I come from opposite side of the country. The whole idea of, making movies was not something that's, it's like, my neighbors did not make movies growing up. Let's just put it that way. And also I came from much more of a fine arts background, but really was drawn to film as a way. Basically, I often think of film as a way of sort of tricking the masses into experiencing art, and I think that's the way film combines art and commercialism. When done in the right way, has real potential to be powerful and affect a lot of people, and that's something that I find really inspiring and something that's worth working towards. I also weirdly, like, a lot of people have like parents who are like, oh, you need to be a doctor or a lawyer. My parents was sort of like, the highest calling is to be an artist. And so, would I like call up and be like, okay, like I'm ready to just give up? They're like, no, you can't. You gotta keep doing this. So I think like, it's just sort of, having that drive and, being willing to never have weekends.
Being willing to never have weekends. It's key, guys. It's key. Well, where is it that we can find you guys in the next projects that you're going to make, and anywhere else that we can find This Is Love?
Yeah, so, keep up with the film on Facebook is the kind of the easiest way to follow the film. Facebook.com/thelovestoryfilm.
Love story. Film.
And it's going to be, so we're here at Tallgrass. This is the U.S. premiere for the film. It made its world premiere in London at the Raindance Film Festival, where it won the Film of the Festival Spirit Award, which was great.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, and, it was really well received in a crowd of strangers to have people weeping and coming up to me and saying, "Thank you for making this." I'm like, wow, this is unbelievable. It was really special. But so then where it goes next? Actually, it's going to be in Colorado in a couple weeks. I think November 17th and 18th, at the Nederland International Film Festival.
Okay.
It's a newer festival, but they're really excited about it, and we're excited to show it. And it's possible Rudy Love might be playing a live show at some point soon in Colorado.
Yes.
Maybe in conjunction with a screening. We'll announce that soon. And then it's at a bunch of regional festivals around the states, in Florida, in Illinois, in possibly in the Southwest, a few, all coast to coast.
Right.
And then also it's has quite a lot of activity actually happening in Europe. It's at the Rome Independent Film Festival in 2 weeks. Our producer Sean is going and representing the film there. It's at music festivals in Italy. Festivals in Germany. So it has a long road ahead in terms of the festivals, and then eventually we're hoping it'll be available to people on their smaller screens as well. So whether PBS or cable TV, Netflix, Amazon, etc. We'll keep you posted. But follow the film on Facebook.com/The Love Story Film.
And what about you guys individually?
Us individually. What's the best way to follow us individually, JC?
Oh, well, John's actually working on a pretty exciting project right now that hopefully will be coming soon. Something about, I don't know if you ever knew this, but everyone knows like lingerie league women's football.
Yes.
But there's actually a international league of women's tackle football, full on NFL rules, pads, full impact. Like, these ladies are super hardcore.
Oh man.
So
the best way to keep up with that stuff is to go to our website for our production company, probably, which is crookednanny.com. CROOKNNANNY.com.
Crook and Nanny.
I love
I
it.
think actually.
I don't know.
We'll keep you guessing. Go to the website and check it out.
Oh man, this has been great. Thank you guys so much. I'm very, very excited to see This Is Love. I'm very excited for all of you to see This Is Love. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend.
Thank you so much.
Thank
You
you.
too.
Thank
It's
you.
great to be
Here.
here.
Thanks.